Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Norm's Friends. Come on in, join us. I'm David B., the readings guy, 603-404-9338. Biffid at yahoo.com. That's Biffid at yahoo.com. And as we noticed today, no crystal ball. So what does that mean? It means that I have a wonderful guest today. And let everybody know who you are.
I am Laura Shanahan of Angels and Tarot. I do Akashic Soul readings. I do intuitive tarot readings. I do other card readings, and I also do angel energy, I'm going to call it movement in the body. So my website, if you want to know more, is angelsandtarot.com, and my phone number or email, both, all of the above.
What about both?
All of the above is 978-943-6595, and the email is ldshanahan@gmail.com or laura@angelsandtarot.com. That's kind of easier to remember, isn't it? So yeah, there you go, in a nutshell.
Oh, good. Now, before I get to my famous quote and fun facts today, what did you say you do? Angelic movement in the body?
So you've heard of Reiki.
I have.
So Reiki is the
I've had it done.
energy healing. So it's just using the angel energy to move it as opposed to using the chakra system.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a different energy.
I thought
you draw
could
from
get
a
a
different
reading
energy.
of angelic energy. If
No,
there was
it's
any
different
around.
than that. No, but that's
okay.
next on my agenda to figure out how to do.
All right.
Meditating with the
Very
angels.
good. All right, so let's get to this. I'm going to do my famous quote and my fun facts.
I'm ready. I'm
The
strapped
fun
in. Let's
facts. I've been fascinated. I've been fascinated with this stuff since I was this big. Before I went to school, I was amazed, fascinated. So we'll wait until you see what the fun facts are. But here's the famous quote. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life doing nothing. What do you think of that?
Absolutely.
Right?
I prefer movement over not movement.
Over stagnation, right? And
Sedentary.
just do it. I mean, that's like gimme girls do that, right? They don't want to work. They just want
Girl.
the welfare mothers. Gimme
Oh,
girls.
we're not going there. No, we're not going there today.
Anyway, so let me just repeat it. A life spent
funny.
making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life doing nothing. I don't know who this is. Maybe you can help me. George Bernard Shaw.
Okay, Irish, I believe playwright. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I didn't have a clue, but I like the quote, so I used it. All
believe
right, now, are you ready for fun facts?
That was the quote. Oh, your
That
fun
was
facts,
the
yeah.
quote. That wasn't the
Bring it
fun
on.
fact.
Yeah. I don't know where we're
And
going to
no,
go from there, but let's go. Let's give it a roll.
All right. Here's the fun facts today.
Fact
Like
for
I
today.
said, I grew up on them.
The fun facts.
Right.
Were they in the paper or something? Where'd
No,
you get your fun
get them
facts?
I get them online.
No. You said you grew up on them. I'm sorry, but you did.
Not on the fun facts, on what the fun facts are about. I mean, I am a fun fact, right? So
When you were born, I don't think they quite had that internet thing going.
But anyway, I grew up in Medford, so
Medford.
when I was a kid,
Is that why it's Biffid Boy?
no. Oh, do you want to know why it's Biffid
Sure.
Boy?
Sure.
Well, remember when the internet first started and you had to pick a handle to get your email and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I was trying David B, Dave, all different concoctions of my
Yep.
first and last. Taken.
Yep.
All of a sudden, so it popped in my head. When I was in junior high, don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. This one kid,
You know I will, but go ahead.
right, this one kid used to call me Biffid Boy.
Biffid Boy.
And I don't have a clue why.
Anyone from Medford, give a call.
Biffid, so Biffid, yeah, mainly
I don't
Biffid,
know.
but Biffid
Wild.
boys.
You want to know what my first email thing was? So I had the same problem. So I came up with Shanahanahan hotmail.com, which I still have to this day.
Ta-da. All right, so you ready for these fun facts? It's about, I love them. And before I tell you what the fun facts are, I've traveled to foreign countries to explore them.
Canada?
Canada, Spain,
Overseas,
England, Mexico,
Okay. Just
and
checking.
different
Just
states
checking it's
throughout
overseas. It wasn't just
Right.
Canada.
No, well, it depending on how you go. If I went via cruise, would it be? Oh no, it still wouldn't be overseas, huh? Because we're
I don't
touching.
know. I guess you'd be over land. I don't know. Good
Right.
question.
All right. Anyway, so the fun facts today are subways.
Go ahead.
All
Throw it
right.
at us.
All
Not to
right.
be the restaurant. The restaurant? Well, we'll find out.
No,
What the fun facts.
no, subways. The mode of transportation, just in time for the Green New Deal.
Yep.
All right.
In
All
Medford. In Medford.
Well, are you
the
ready?
Green Line in Medford.
Are you ready for this? They just spent $1 billion to have the Green Line go from Cambridge, Leechmere Station
Yep.
to Medford Hillside. $1 billion. What's that? 4
Inflation.
miles? Are you ready
It is
for this?
underground.
Yeah, but are you ready for this? When I was a kid, it went there. They tore it up.
Oh, get out of
I'm
here.
not kidding.
Did they fill the tunnel back in with like mud and
It
stuff?
wasn't tunnel. No, it went
Oh, you
like
mean
up
the over-
Broadway in Somerville and then down
electric?
Huh?
The electric?
Yeah, trolleys. They went to were there when I was a kid. Anyway, all right. New York City subway has the greatest number of stations
Yeah.
of 424 stations. Imagine. And, all right,
You've been on the New York City subway?
many times. Yeah,
It's kind of fun.
I'm not so sure anymore. Unless you want to get beat with a baseball
No,
bat,
it's beat me with a
stabbed,
baseball
thrown
bat.
on the tracks. I know. Lots
Not
of
with
fun.
that attitude.
All right. See if you know this. The world's first subway opened when
Boston.
and where? Huh?
Boston.
No, that's in North America.
Oh. Oh, okay. Paris.
First subway in the world. No. Their subway stinks. You walk like almost as far as you ride to get from one
Hold
line
on.
to
Give
the
me.
next.
Give me. It's not England.
It is.
Oh, it is England. They have a nice subway system.
But it's really the city.
The city proper. The city what?
You said
The Royal
England.
City?
England. You got
London.
yes.
Oh.
And
There's more. Buckingham Palace.
no, the world's first subway opened in London.
Yeah.
And I'm
What
now
else do you want?
When? The year.
1859.
Oh, close.
Really?
Yeah. 1863.
Oh, I was close.
All right, now get this. I thought this one was real interesting. At a depth of 346 feet beneath the city of Kiev, imagine, lies the deepest subway station in the world. How do you say that? Arsenalna?
Sure.
All right. All right, it could take up to 5 minutes to reach
Oh, you're
the
kidding.
station because you have to go down several escalators, imagine. But
No.
I can see the
I get
whole
a little
city
bit,
must
you know.
hide there because I don't think
upstairs.
the Russian bombs will go that deep, right?
I don't know. They got pretty fancy bombs nowadays.
That's true, too.
Lasers and all sorts of stuff. And
All right, and globally, 180 subway systems.
Oh.
But I've went to like Madrid because that was the second best in the world.
and what made it the best or second best?
The cleanliness and everything and all.
And new.
But I can remember going to one station and it was 5. You could go get 5 different lines at one
In
station.
Spain?
In Madrid.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and you know what I like? Also, I thought was cool because I went in the summer. You have the senoritas.
They're not gimme girls, are they?
I don't know. I don't
I didn't
speak.
say that. Take that off.
I don't speak Spanish. Instigator. Even though she said we're not going there.
We're not going there. I
But
take it all
anyway,
back and
you
I
know what I loved
apologize.
about it? They had, they were all dressed up nice, the senoritas. I call them senoritas, right? And they're sitting on the subway and it was hot. and I remember they had the fans, no AC fans, and people could smoke. They were smoking. This is
When
years
was this?
ago. This has to be, I don't know, over 20 years
Before
ago.
the internet?
No. No, because that's how I found out about the subway on the internet. Anyway, are you ready?
Okay, there's more fun facts?
No, this is just about the subway in Madrid, which I love. The readers are sitting there and they'd flick their wrist. I don't know how they'd flick their wrist and the fans would come out and they'd,
On the subway?
yeah, and they'd fan
fun.
themselves. I loved it. All right, so that's that. All right, and the last fun fact. Tokyo has the busiest subway in the world. But obviously, they're not good record keepers. 3.5 billion journeys in 2017. 3.5 billion. It's by 2017. That's like 5 years
Boy,
old.
cut that down in the math. 365. That's in a year?
Yeah, that's
Three
a
and a
lot.
half billion in a year?
Yeah,
Jeez, I want,
and
how
I
many in
always
a
thought
day?
I thought
Turn my phone off, I
Mexico
can't do
City was the busiest subway in the world.
Oh, I don't know. Well, I do
I
know
went
now.
down there too just to ride the subway. That one was
To Mexico
incredible.
City. You went
Yeah.
to Mexico City for the subway.
Subway. I
You
went to
didn't stop
Madrid for the
any- you
subway.
didn't
I went
go
to
anywhere
London
else?
for the subway.
Just the subway. You didn't go to Harrods in London or anything?
I
or
did, but you know,
Piccadilly?
my
See the
initial.
Queen? Did you wave? And
Actually,
didn't you?
Are you ready? The first time I went to London, I got a friend of my sister's lived there, right?
Yeah.
In East Hanwell.
okay.
East Hanwell. So I stayed there, but it was the funniest thing. So I get there and I unpack, and we got there by subway, no less, to their house. The very first thing I unpack. So what do you want to do? What would you like to do? Was my first.
Hold on.
The
I'm
first
in
thing I
London.
did,
Eat.
I took the subway
took
to
the
Buckingham
I'm
Palace.
thinking get a hot dog.
I don't remember. I remember though getting on
Fish
the
and chips. That's what you'd get there. You'd get fish,
fish
and
and
chips.
chips, but chips are fries,
Yeah, and the
and
fish
they
is
have
like
chip shops.
and the fish is like the fish with bones and stuff. It's not like cleaned. You know how we
I
have,
don't
like,
really
cleaned-
remember
Yeah, fish and,
clean
you
or
got
not.
like a fish with. You got to eat it, kinda. It's not like here. My daughter didn't enjoy the fish and chips because they had stuff in it.
Speaking of that, I'm bummed. You know, I do buy food at Walmart, right? So they had flounder. I'm so upset. Skinless, boneless flounder.
Yeah.
It's not skinless and it's not boneless.
And where? In Walmart?
The pack that frozen.
Not for nothing. You should have known better.
Well, obviously I know.
Go down to the
I had
the
one
seaport or
piece. I
something
think
and
I bought
go
a
to the
pound.
Haymarket. They gotta have fish down there still.
I had one piece. I'm gonna talk.
Portsmouth. Doesn't Portsmouth have? Where were you? Where did you buy the fish?
Where?
When? Like last week? Was it 10 years ago?
No, like I don't know, a month ago, or 6
You got
weeks ago.
Portsmouth. They got a beautiful waterfront. You can go buy
That's
your fish
true.
there.
That's true.
It's just down the little road there. I don't know, 111. I don't know which y'all go.
I think it's 101.
I don't
It
know.
might be 101. I don't know the road name.
I don't know.
You know, this is even like when I first moved to Lowell, right?
Yeah.
People were asking me, how do you get there?
We're off target, but go ahead.
Right? How do you get there?
To Lowell?
93
Route 3.
north, 93 north,
Oh,
5
495?
south, and take the first exit, right? Take the
connector.
first exit, and it'll take you right downtown.
What's the connector?
Yeah, and then they had to get smart. What are the exit numbers? It's like, I don't know. Yeah,
You'll
and
know it.
what road
You'll
is
know
it?
it when you're there, though, won't you?
Right. And what road is it that takes you to downtown Lowell? Look, just take the first exit, you'll get there. The
connector.
We don't, no,
The connector.
no.
It gets you onto Thorndike, and don't you take
You
Thorndike
didn't
in?
listen to the directions. 93 north, 495 south, you take the
So
first
which way?
exit. It's Lowell Street, I think.
You don't
Or
even
is it
know, you're just
Andover
making
Street?
stuff. Yeah,
133.
133 is Andover Street.
All right, see,
Goes
Smarty.
through Tewksbury.
That's right, to Andover. It goes to Lowell, but when you get into,
I think it goes up to Rowley and Georgetown.
yeah,
nice
but when you
little
get
road.
off, if you take 93 south and get off at 133, it's Lowell Street there.
Yeah, you can go 495, or you can go Route 3. Or you can go 133.
or you can go 38.
I don't care which way you go.
Or you can go 110.
And where do we go when we go to Lowell? What is your favorite?
The
Your favorite.
Worthen House.
I love those fans. The fans in the Worthen House with the little pulleys, and it goes.
There's only one other place in the country with those. Original. I think it's
Is that New Frontier?
Alabama or Louisiana.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's an amazing place.
it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can
It's really
you
good.
can feel the atmosphere when you go in there, huh? And the energy.
Yep. Good food.
Good food.
Good food. Plentiful
Good
beverages.
Great atmosphere. Yeah,
People are nice. Yeah, it's a nice place.
they are, and I even do tarot readings in there.
And one of these days I want to join you.
You know, maybe we could go. We could do a Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Well, I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm
What
well.
Dave. Hi, Laura.
Hi, how are you?
How did you know
I'm
her
fine. How are
name?
you?
Good.
How did you know
Could you give
her?
me a reading on the angels?
I do the angel healing. I don't really do the readings with the angels. Not yet. I'm still
Well,
working
give
on
me a
that.
reading anyhow.
You want a reading? Oh, you know what I have though? I have these beautiful. I'll use these. These are my new. What are they called?
Rose cards.
Yeah, Oracle rose deck. They're just beautiful roses. How about that? I'll choose 3 cards for you. How's that?
Okay, that
You're-
sounds wonderful
you're-
to me.
How are you, energy lady?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Very well. Very well. Have you been watching us since we started, or you just tuning
Yes,
in?
and I try to get to you for all that time.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's a good thing you don't have my cell number.
Oh, I know.
So look at this. She calls all the time for a reading, but now that you're here, you're doing the reading. And I'll cut one
I
card to finish it up.
Oh, you got all red. Very hot. This
Oh
is the
my
hot
God,
one.
he
This
could
is
give me
the
a
hot
reading
one.
after you. Maybe he's something different. I don't know.
You're very hot. You got a lot happening. I go to that first chakra, that chakra of safety. That's chakra. All about your foundation. You're a hot.
Commodity. No,
Not
I'm
a hot
sorry.
mess. No,
I'm
but a
sorry.
hot, like a bundle of course we can tell that with your voice, but and the middle rows, this is kind of goes in, oh, you got a lot going on, and I'm going all over the place. I'm going to start with on the left. On the left is the rebel. I think that also goes in with you, being very hot. So we got this rebel. It's a wild rose. It's got pockets of excitement, but surrounding it is also this lovely sense of satisfaction around you. So all this energy coming through, but also satisfaction about it almost feels like contentment of who you are and what you've done and where you're at in life. But this is the fun. There's another fun one coming in, is the jester. And the jester, I think, says it all for you. But again, that's lovely. It's kind of in bloom. It's full. It feels a little prickly sometimes, though, on the side, because the leaves aren't these very smooth leaves. They kind of got a lot of ridges, but with the prickles also has a lot of like nuggets of information, but a lot of complexity. So you're not like a simple person. You've got a lot of complexity, although your energy and your excitement may believe people to think otherwise. But I think underneath all of this is a lot of sensitivity, a lot of what's the word I'm thinking of? Sensitivity, and a lot of depth to you that sometimes I think gets overlooked. Ooh, I like that for you. And the last rose is beautiful. It's called the Sage. Wait till you see this one. I'm going to read that. It says General Washington Rose. So this is all about wisdom, right? This is letting that side of yourself really kind of sink in and kind of not blossom. There's a better word. Give me a minute. Like all your experiences are coming to rise forward. Everything that you've known, everything that you've done, you can really kind of sit back and take a look, and it comes out in this beautiful shape. And you're also able to kind of let in people you want to let in and keep those away who maybe sometimes kind of, can not cause problems, but sometimes can be a little bumpy. So you really done a nice job of surrounding yourself with lovely boundaries and keeping those that may cause you a little bit discomfort kind of at bay with that rose. So how does that sound?
Sounds very good.
I like
Dave,
that.
you know what? You could give me a little reading.
Well,
I accept it.
all right, energy lady. What I did is when she pulled her cards, I pulled one card because I said, this is going to pull all her, what she said. This card is pulling it all together. It's the Knight of Swords. So, she's talking about being vibrant and protecting yourself and putting boundaries, and this card covers everything that she said. It's tons of energy in this card. And as you can see, this night, there's lots of action, obviously, lots of movement. We're not, when we're not afraid to reach out, we're not afraid to go forward. At the same time, as you could see, the knight is a knight in shining armor. So what is the shining armor in this case would be, as she said, keeping those sort of boundaries, although they're close, he's keeping a few boundaries there. And, you're sort of not afraid to, decide, am I going to do this or am I going to do that? And there you have it. But just like she said, with all that activity going on with those roses. So there you have it, energy lady.
Well, I can tell you, I am a firecracker. You know that.
And you got that
Little
right.
impulsive.
No question about it. No question. And how?
Jump in first and ask later.
No. Good.
I'm a people person to begin with.
You are. So
Thank you, Laura. Thank you for the
My pleasure.
reading, Dave.
you're welcome.
God bless, and Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year, and all that happy stuff.
Thanks, and right back at you. And thanks for calling, energy lady.
You're welcome.
Okay. Bye.
Goodbye.
There you have it. So now, well, I was going to ask you now, when you're giving readings, because I noticed you said, give me a second here. Right? When you're doing the readings, I mean, you get bombarded. You get bombarded with info, right? And you have, at least I do when I'm doing
The initial, I just feel like things are just, like around me, ideas, thoughts, whatever information's around me, and it's just allowing me to go directly to the image to pull out information. So when you have your crystal ball, you probably do the same thing, right? You go to that to pull out the information.
Right, but I get bombarded and I have to do the same thing. What's up? Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm very well. What's on your mind? What's on your mind today?
Oh, well, to start, this is the first time I've watched the show since Norm's passed. I'm his granddaughter, so it's nice to meet you. I'm Selena.
I'm David, and my guest today is Laura.
How are you?
Thanks.
I'm well. I'm in nursing school right now, and I have some finals tomorrow. Just wanted to say hi and chat.
All right. Well, that's what we do. So let's see how you're going to do in your finals. I'm going to cut the cards. I'm going to pull a card for you and see.
Selena, I'm sorry, your name again?
Selena, yes, Norm's granddaughter.
For the cards, I got the Two of Swords. So what you have to do, Selena, is when you go in for those finals tomorrow, it's all gonna come down to your attitude and your confidence level and your self-esteem. So if you go in there, let's put it this way, if you go in there nervous and telling yourself, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do, I might not pass these exams, you can go in with that attitude, or you can go in with a solid high level of confidence and telling yourself, piece of cake, no question, I put in all my studying And that's how it's going to go. And keep in mind, whatever attitude you go in there, you're going to be right. So if you go in there with a I'm not so sure attitude, you can expect them to go that way. If you go in there with the high level of confidence that I know you have within you, if you reach in and grab it, you'll end up with successful finals.
So I got a couple
And-
things for you. So I pulled a couple of my color cards and then my what did we call these? The Lover's Oracle, which is beautiful,
Ooh.
beautiful images. We'll get to that in a minute. But my 2 color cards, generally when I do readings, more thorough readings, I start with them. It gives you a kind of like a introduction to the reading almost. So it was when you were talking, the first card I pulled is Lilac. It says strengthen your faith. And again, I think that is about you having confidence in yourself. So being confident. But the other card I got is Amber. And both of these cards are very slow moving. They're not, that if you listen to that last reading, she was all about fire, excitement, very impulsive behavior, jumping in, jumping out. This is a lot different. This is more about doing your due diligence, but also going in with a very calm demeanor to be able to, access all that information that you have within you. You've been doing your studying, so you want to go in there and not let the stress of it all overcome you. Go in, people say eat breakfast. I don't know that you need to eat breakfast, but you want to go in there rested and all nourished and awake, but going in very calm and knowing that you are capable of doing what it is that you do. Now, the Lover's Oracle is interesting because I use this again at the end of my readings, but you got, and I almost feel like this is from Norman. I'm sorry, he was your grandfather?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to read what it says, and first take a look at the card. So when I get this, I always get a sense of spirit around you, right? Mm-hmm. And talk about angels. We got the angel wings in this card, and the center is this huge heart and the sun right above. I'm going to read the back. It says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So I think that's just a reminder going into this, you do what you do the best you can, but also you have a network of people that you may not be able to see, but certainly can feel. And remember, they're around you supporting you just as well.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling.
Good. Thanks for calling. Don't be afraid to tune in from now on. We're here every Wednesday, 5 to 6. Check us out.
Absolutely.
All right.
Happy holidays.
Thanks. Same to
You
you.
too.
Merry Christmas for me. So thank you.
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
That was sweet, huh?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. But, yeah, 2 of swords, so as soon as I see that, it's, if you go in there saying that you're going to,
Well, you got
Not
choices.
gonna-
It's a test. Are you?
Right.
Yeah. Are you going to do well or are you not going to? That's on your
but I
mind.
think, for her, it's an attitude and
Yeah.
stuff.
Going in calm, prepared.
Right. What is this? I just saw you do
I do
this.
that. I don't know. I made it up.
Oh,
The
good.
selenite takes
As long
the
as it works for you.
We do it with us, right?
That's true.
Why not do it with the cards?
That's true. Oh, I do it all the time. I know, that's true.
I love that card for her. That last card, isn't that a beautiful card?
That is. I'd like that card for myself. Can I cut the cards and see what I got?
Sure.
And you can
Have at
tell me, and you can give me a reading.
Sure.
Oh, wait
Which
a
one?
minute. We have to put a hold that thought. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I am doing pretty good today, Mr.
Try it.
Well, we know you're Mr. Whoopi. How are you?
Mr. David.
Right, Mr. David.
Mr. David, the reading guy.
There you go. Exactly. See?
Right.
So you've been paying attention. We know that.
Yes. Dave is such a easy name to say, but I lose my train of thought because of what's happened in the city today.
What happened in the city today?
It seems that they brought a lady that was on state assistance from Sanford, Maine,
Yeah.
down to Manchester in a unmarked cruiser and dropped her off saying that they had a place for her to stay.
Wow.
Needless to say, they didn't. So our dear mayor sent the woman back on the bus, back to Sanford, Maine.
Poor thing.
And more,
What a Christmas gift that is.
yeah.
Well,
But the idea is, why did they bring the woman down in an unmarked cruiser from Sanford down to Manchester?
right,
Okay.
something's up with that. I think something just doesn't make sense with, I know, an unmarked cruiser. I don't know,
Yeah.
was it Hillary?
Stop.
Oh, it might have been Hunter Biden.
Or Whoopi herself.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, who else could afford? Who else could
Let's
afford?
stop it. Go ahead. Who else could it be? I'm going to get
Senator
hell
Collins.
when I hang up afterwards.
You what?
I'm going to get hell when I hang up after.
Oh. Hey, Mr. Whoopi, would you like a reading from my wonderful guest here?
Yes, she is.
I am, thank you.
All right, so
I'm going to do it. You want me to start? I kind of like when we do it together because then we get, like, they kind of jive somehow, the
they
readings.
do. They always do.
They do. So,
Okay.
We'll do the
Mr.
same
Whoopi?
thing.
what's his name?
Mr. Whoopi.
Mr. Whoopi. Okay,
That's a
Mr.
joke.
Whoopi.
I can tell you about it later.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably
All right?
a good idea
He
to wait.
remembers.
It's probably a good idea. So,
Yeah.
what do we have
Not
a
only,
preference? Do we have a preference? Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to have a job in the morning. Do you have a preference for a card deck?
She's got 4 of
Give
them.
me a new one.
One of the new ones. See
Let's
the
see.
flowers.
You got 4 decks?
I do. I'm going to do the flowers for you.
And I already cut one card, and I'm going to wrap the reading up. I bet you, this card, don't look, I'll show, well, the camera's on it. You'll see it later. It'll pull together. I did that twice. I never do that. I hit the microphone twice. And this one card that I cut will pull the whole reading together. So
I haven't even
we'll
started
see.
it.
All right, you're going to hang on, or you're going to hang up?
Yeah,
Hang up
hang
and
on.
watch.
Aren't you going to hang on?
It's up to you.
We need feedback
Okay.
too. Oh, pretty. Oh, pretty. The middle card is the giver.
Ooh.
It's pink. It's a lovely pink card. Nice heart, but it almost feels like, very full. But sometimes you give too much. I think sometimes it feels like you're tired of giving. You'd like some reciprocal, whether it's emotions or things, or it feels like you do give a lot. And it can get tiring if it's one way. So whoever it needs to reciprocate to you. But there's, again, complexity and depth here. On the left, I got the gambler. And it's a yellow rose. It's a beautiful flower. So I'm going in. It feels again your emotions and your state of mind. So having a clear state of mind is working on that, and it's, again, a little prickly with it. But also when this rose is open, it's people stop and look at it. Like, it can be quite stunning. So there's a sense of almost like, you know how some flowers kind of, when nighttime comes, they close up, but in the morning they're these bright and beautiful. Aren't they pansies or something like this? It's not pansies. It's the pea flower. What's that called? Do you know? It goes on the trellis. I don't know. The trellis? No. It's like that, a flower at nighttime. So by the end of the day, it gets a little tiring, but then in the morning, you're all like much more vigorous. And then on the other side of you is the gardener, and the gardener, again, it feels like you've really been just a little tired. A beautiful rose. It's open. It's full. We got red and yellow. So we're talking again about our emotions and our energy. We want to keep our energy up, and it just feels like you can give so much, and then boom. It's exhausting giving a lot. So take care of yourself. I feel like it's take your time and take care of yourself.
All right, so, and to pull it all together, we have the 8 of rods. It pulls it all together. So as she said about, giving too much and all these people there and sort of, zapping you of your energy. Here it is, right here, the 8 of rods. But of course, if you notice, the rods are facing down, so you'd be up here always.
Pushing.
Even if it is draining, you're still on top of things, sort of in control of things, being able to see everything that's going on and still maintain your sanity. So, there you have it, Mr. Whoopi.
In the morning.
What? I didn't. You sounded like you were underwater. Try it again.
No, I said I got bundle of energy in the morning. When I get up, I get ready and I take the dog out for his walk so he can do his business. And then I come in and say, okay, let's have breakfast and whatnot.
See?
And then towards the evening, I get tired.
Boom.
Yeah. Sleep, watch TV.
Yeah.
There you go, huh?
So take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I will. Thank you very much for the reading, Laura.
Thank you.
And
Christmas is coming.
that's right.
I hope you,
Right.
yeah, I hope you get what you want.
So do I. So do I. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, in case you don't get through before then. And enjoy
Oh,
yourself.
by the way,
Yes.
where's everybody? You're supposed to have pizza today at the right, on your show.
Pizza?
Who's supposed to have pizza?
There's no pizza.
You are.
Why?
There's no pizza.
You called up
Seriously.
the guys last week,
Yeah.
Anthony, Jim, and Mary, and you said you invited them on your show and everything,
Yeah, next
and
week.
you said you'll have pizza.
He said, did
No,
you?
you can't, because I would never say that. You can't have food in here.
You'd have pizza after the show.
Oh,
So,
okay.
You'd have pizza after the show, though.
and they must have misconstrued what I said. Maybe there was a bad connection, because I was on a cell phone. So, yeah. All right, but no pizza. We'll talk about it though next week. So tune in.
Okay,
All right. Thanks for
Pineapple.
calling.
I will.
We'll see you.
I certainly
Yep.
will. Thank you, Dave.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
a lot.
Good night.
See you all.
Thanks.
All right.
No pizza.
No pizza. I know. I would. I could eat pizza every day. I love pizza.
What are you going to put on it? I got pineapple. Pineapple's on mine and onion. Onion and
Ugh.
pineapple.
Pineapple and
Yes.
onion. Ugh.
Sweet and a little bitey.
And you have bath bags handy also?
Oh, I don't have. No, we don't need them in my house.
I never.
Except for the cat. Do you know what I figured out about my cat?
What?
I think her teeth hurt. And if anybody has a cat and wants to talk about cats, I think
have
her
a
teeth
cat.
hurt. I know. And when you were the one who told me your cat just like inhales the food and doesn't chew it, and then we have a problem with it in an hour. Well, she was doing that. So I started giving her the soft pate, which is very soft.
Yeah.
No problems, no issues. So it's not the food. You're right. It's the fact that she can't chew, or she's not chewing. But then I gave her shredded meat, which is still kind of soft,
Yeah.
but came right back out. I wonder if her teeth don't hurt her and she can only eat the pate.
Well, I know, Fred. I got to take him to the vet. He needs to clean him, but. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Not too bad, not too bad. How you guys doing?
I'm doing
Good.
very well, Mary. Very well.
Good.
Cruising with Mary tomorrow. Same place, same time,
Good
5 to
time.
6.
That's right.
Cruising with Mary. And I hate to say it because I may make it, Mary.
I hope you do.
God, I know. You know, this stuff comes up all last minute, last week. Somebody I haven't seen in a while. You know, that they don't live near me. Oh, and they happen to, I don't know, the next time I'll get around here, blah, blah. All right, stop
That's right.
by. So, you know how that goes. So that's the story.
Oh, yeah, I sure do.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
Mary, I'm using my little Sears crystal here so I can see everything starting to sort of brighten up slowly for you and come together. I can see a smile coming across your face a little more, so that's a good sign. Now, I have a question for you, Mary. Would you like a reading from my guest?
Sure.
All right, look at that.
Well, because I already got the cards out.
All right, and I'll...
So the first card I got for you is Judgment. Judgment is, I think about this as a nice time to reflect on where you've been, and where you want to go, meaning that you may, examining relationships, I think, for you is what this is about. And I almost feel like it's a kind of reminiscing about it in a nostalgic kind of way, feeling good about it. I don't think it's a time of thinking about, oh, I don't like this person. I think it's really all about, oh, I really enjoy this person. Why can't I see them? I wish I could see them more than I could. Maybe I should give them a call. So think, if there's people you need to give a call, think about this is a great month to be reaching out to people. I feel like that's part of this is for you to think about who haven't you talked to and who would you really like to talk to, because, maybe just the last year or two they've fallen off the radar. Now, the middle card I have is the Four of Swords, which is all about kind of taking a rest. And it does, in my mind, fit into that reflective piece, kind of shutting down the mind, shutting down what we're doing, and really taking a time to nourish ourselves, nourish what we want to do, in a very quiet kind of way. It's not in the sense of, it could be going on a cruise or going relaxing at a spa or something like that, but really thinking about how we can calm ourselves down in a good way and take care of ourselves in a very loving kind of way, like whether it is a spa, whether it's getting our hair done, maybe getting our nails done, or going on that trip to Arizona that we've always wanted to go on because we have to go out and see our cousin who's out there. Something like that that's very relaxing. That's the word. This is all going to be very relaxing. We have the holidays coming up, and we know they can stir up a lot of emotions. They can stir up memories. They can, really make us a little nutty if we let them. So it's a reminder to just kind of to stay grounded with all of this, and maybe not run yourself around ragged, which is so easy for all of us to do. And now we have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune just reminds us that as much as fun. We have fun, but then sometimes we do need this time of relaxation, and the relaxation may feel like we're not in control, or we're not, like, where did all my friends go? But really use that time to just kind of recoup, catch your breath, enjoy the memories, and continue to make new memories as you go through the holiday season.
I know what you're saying. I do.
And, all right, and so we'll pull it all together.
That's very...
I have the Queen of Wands, Mary, and as you can see it, this is someone, she's nice, and this is you. She's nice, and she's bold, and she's down to earth, and she's grounded, and her emotions are in check, and, she's got the one staff there, the one rod is there, to stabilize everything. It's nice and stable. Everything is scented. There's a lot of strength there. There's a sunflower there. So a sunflower, it's nice, bright, sort of new day dawning with all this warmth coming around. And up top is, you can see the dragons or lions, not dragons, sort of lions. They remind me of whales. But anyway, the country whales, the country, not the animal.
Oh,
and you could see the strength in them, the strength there and good posture. And that's where we're at right now. And even, Mary, because let's face it, I know what you went through, and what's down at the feet of the Queen of Wands is a cat, all right? Cats, and I always say it all the time, cats are very, very spiritual. They're in tune. And
yes, they are.
And they're with us. And so when she was talking about reminiscing, I sort of, know what's going on, so we can reminisce. So Princess is, I'm telling you, if you think that you're feeling her or hearing her or getting messages, You are, but you know that's a good thing. So you know, like the Queen of Wands, be there nice and sort of calm and grounded and centered, and you know that one staff. Just take it all in, Mary.
No, yes, yeah. And traveling, yeah, I'll be going. I haven't seen them for about 2 years, and it's going to be good to see them going to New Bedford for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
And I haven't seen them in a long time, and I especially want to see Alice. And January 1st, she's going to be turning, I think it's 98 years old.
Wow.
I've known her for so many years, this lady.
Nice.
So it's going to be good to go back to New Bedford after a couple of years.
Mary, in New Bedford, isn't the Whaling
The whales.
Museum there?
Yes, it is.
Have you ever been to it?
Yes, I have. I've been all over New Bedford.
Wow, nice. I used to,
Yeah, I can take you down to New Bedford, take you all over the place. Johnny, you know what they call Johnny Cake Hill.
I know, and I know where the courthouse is though, because you know, from being a court
Yeah.
reporter for 40 years, I've worked
Yeah.
in that courthouse. So I know where the courthouse is, but where's
Yeah.
Johnny, what is it, Johnny Cupcake Hill?
Johnny Cake.
Oh, Johnny Cake.
Yeah.
What is Johnny Cake Hill?
I don't know, she's gonna tell us. What is
Yeah,
it?
they have a museum there too. That's on a hill, and it's the cutest little building that you want to see in Johnny Cake Hill. They have the museum in that area. They have the stores in that area. They got what they call Pleasant Street. Pleasant Street there is like the main drag to them in New Bedford.
Ah,
All the stores, you have the radios down there, the TV station down in that area. You got where they have different areas where they, how can I say it? When they come in, the fishermen come in with
Yep.
their catch, and you can literally go down to, there's 2 docks down there.
Yeah.
When you can catch the fishermen as they come in, you can get fish right there, right off their boat.
wow, see, I
get your
never
flounder.
knew that. But when I used to go down there for work, Mary, I would go down the docks and watch them come in, watch the fishermen.
Isn't it beautiful to
It
see
is.
those guys come in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's nice. And I love New Bedford. I've been going to New Bedford quite a few years now, and everything. And I really do. It's beautiful down there.
It is nice, I agree.
Yeah. And then you have Buttman's Park. That's gorgeous, Buttman's Park.
I don't know where that is. I know where the McDonald's is.
Yeah, I know where McDonald's is.
That's like 2 blocks from the courthouse. Mary, do you have any guests tomorrow, by the way? I didn't even ask
No,
you
not
that.
until next week.
Ah,
For the Christmas show. That's when we're going to have Brandon Boyle coming in. He's going to be singing Christmas songs for us for
oh,
Christmas.
nice. Very nice.
Yeah. And everything, so.
Mary, you know me, I'm looking in this little crystal here, and you know me, I hate fishing, but what's with the ducks? There's a lot of ducks in here, so.
Ducks.
Yeah, I don't know what that
Over
is.
my niece.
There you are.
She's got ducks, she's got chicken, she's got her cow. Gazagabor, which her cow's his name.
Wow. Imagine that.
My niece has a farm.
See that? Nice. Well, because I just saw a lot of ducks in there. Mary, let us go because we got a request for a reading, so when we only got like
Alrighty.
11 minutes left.
Alright.
But I maybe,
Alrighty.
no promises, but maybe I might just drop in. I'll bring my cards if I drop
Okay,
in.
sounds good.
Tomorrow, 5 to 6, same place, same time. Cruising with Mary. Check her out. All right, Mary.
All right, God bless.
Bye, Mary.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for calling. Bye-bye. All right. Now,
Gina.
Gina would like a reading. Laura's going to give Gina a reading, and I'll...
Oh, Gina's not on the phone?
No, Gina is
Okay.
Facebook.
Oh, okay. So, Gina, I pulled 3 cards for you. The first card I have, Facebook is live?
Yeah, we're live on
Oh,
Facebook.
wow. No, sorry.
Oh, no.
newfangled technology. I never figured Facebook out. Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles is it's an interesting card for me personally because I identify, hardworking. It can feel like you have everything within your grasp, everything you've kind of always imagined, and yet still you're not quite there. There's either, you might change your ideas about what it takes in life to not keep you happy, but what it is that you're really looking for, what you're searching for. It can involve kind of a change in what you're doing. It can involve a new career path. But it's really a certain amount of success that you've achieved. You've worked hard towards it, and now you're kind of either kind of lingering and still working to get that final push through, or you kind of, this has all been great, but it's really time for me to step aside and focus on something else. It's a real sense of accomplishment, though, with the Nine of Pentacles. The card next to it is the Page of Cups, so this could be, not knowing Gina, but I'm getting a sense that someone in your life, whether it's a grandchild, a child, because it's someone young, and it's that youthful energy. It can be also, can have a little bit of attitude, a little sass to her. She also likes to have fun. Definitely a sense of enjoying the beach and, having her feet are very solid, though, in this card. I should show you the card. I suppose that would really help. The fish are kind of jumping around out of that cup. Page Cups has to do with our emotions. In this case, she can also, the Page of Cups can also be a little tricky with her emotions. One day really excited and the next day maybe not so excited, and thinking about teenage girls and how they bring a certain amount of joy to our lives. I have a daughter and definitely a little bit of joy in our life. And very good at maybe emotion intuitively with their thoughts and feelings, but it's also someone kind of have those conversations with, who may be able to, you can kind of springboard off of each other. Just having these simple 1-minute conversations sometimes gets our brain going and rethinking about where we're headed. The other card, interesting enough, is the Moon. The Moon is really tapping into our intuitive side, and sometimes we can have difficulty doing with that. So as I look at these cards together, I really see that Page of Cups, this young person in your life right now, someone you can talk to. And again, I'm burdening on these, we have our friends who are our age for that. But it's just someone to kind of inspire us and get our energy kind of going again, get our thoughts and ideas to brainstorm. Gee, I never looked, and our perspectives, to get a new perspective on life and to think about, I never really thought about that. But it's another way to look at life. I'm going to pull one of my flowers and then we'll let David on. And you got the last card was the Priest. For me, this again goes back to that, really letting that intuitive side of yourself, connecting to that flow. And with this, it might be an opportunity for you to, by yourself, to just take some time to, maybe light a candle at night or just sit quietly in the morning when you wake up, having your cup of coffee and to gather your thoughts and together. Ta-dum-bum.
And you're talking about all the stuff that she said. Here we go about maybe taking a step back.
Oh, boy.
Or doing this or going solo.
Oh, boy.
To pull it all together, Gina, we have the Tower card here. So listen to what she said. Instead of just sitting back and dilly-dallying, think about what it is you want to do, something, what you want to accomplish. You want to finish something that you started.
Yep.
Because if you don't, what could happen is all of a sudden the rug gets pulled out from under you and you don't have, you're out of time and you got to make a quick decision, and you might not make the best one, but on the other hand, you make a quick decision because obviously you want to land on your feet and have things work out for you. So there you have it. And unfortunately, let us go quick. Gene, I hope you enjoyed it. You could take something with it. We have another phone call coming. Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Hi, good evening, sir. I have a question. Is it too late to do a card reading?
It is, because we only have like 5 minutes left. I can do one card for you. Laura,
Okay, can you do one card, please?
Sure, Laura, one card, and I'll do one card.
Okay,
Two
thank
of
you.
Swords.
You're welcome.
You got
Thanks.
no wonder. Two of Swords, feeling a little blindsided, maybe feeling like, ugh, I'm in a difficult choice. I don't know which way to turn. So what do you got for?
All right,
for
and
that?
I have the Queen of Cups.
Oh.
So Queen of Cups is, you're sort of calm. Again, you're kind of set in your ways, the way you go about things. And in the meantime, emotions, whether it's a significant other or just a friend, a family member, you're right there, nice and sort of solid when it comes to emotions, the way you deal with everyone. So keep up with that, and we have to go because we only have a few minutes left. Thank you. Thank you for calling.
Bye.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. to
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. So I know it is 4 minutes left, so we don't have a lot
Tough
of
one
time
to end
left.
on.
Hmm?
That was a tough one to end on.
I know.
I mean,
Well,
just there
I
it
mean,
is.
was quick.
The two of Swords.
Yes.
Blindfolded. What do I do?
That is too funny. I know. Well, and then with a queen, with holding the, All right. So, if you want to remind everyone again who you are.
Oh, Laura, angelsandtarot.com. Laura at angelsandtarot.com. 978-943-6595. Happy to do parties, events. We can do I don't like that word, charity. Fundraisers. No, what's the word? When you give money back. Not fundraisers.
Rebates?
No. When you do, someone has a cause, like the MSPCA or something, we'd come in, do readings, and you'd give the money to the
right.
MSPCA.
Fundraiser
Fundraisers,
to
maybe?
me. That's what I would call it.
Yeah, so
Sounds
available for all sorts of events.
Right, and also me, the same thing. I do parties, readings. Oh, we didn't. Do you do mediumship, by the way?
I'm practicing.
I do mediumship. I mean, but
It all comes into play when we do this, all of it.
it does. But it's still, I still like, especially with the crystal ball. I mean, I just get bombarded.
Yeah.
Even, with the cards, I get bombarded. All this stuff's hitting me. It's like, whoa. I try to ask it to slow down, but it doesn't do so well. But anyway, there you have it. We only have a couple of minutes left. Next week, my guests are going to be Anthony Williams, Manchester's most famous artist, and Jim and Mary, all from, I stole Cruising from Mary's lineup. They're going to be here next week. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be all about Christmas and New Year's.
And no pizza.
No pizza, spirituality, and optimism, and reaching for the stars, and even touching the stars.
And there you
So
go.
there you have it. And again, David B., the readings guy, 603-404-9338. Biffid at yahoo.com. BIFFID at yahoo.com. From a kid that called me that in junior high. Why?
From
I don't have a
Medford.
clue. From Medford. Right. And there you have it with that. And again, readings, comments, questions. If you have any ideas for fun facts, what you might want to hear for fun facts.
Classes.
Hmm?
And classes, if you're looking to learn yourself how to read tarot or anything that we do here, give a call. We also do individual classes. And yeah, there you go.
All right. And remember 2 things. Please remember. 1, you can't be dumb if you want to be free. And more importantly, you are a winner.